It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Giants and the Silver and Black. All that and more coming up next.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, it's year 4 of this wonderful building now, and it's going to host the Super Bowl come February. Fans of the Silver and Black certainly hoping their guys will be a part of it. But this is a franchise that hasn't won a playoff game since the 2002 season.
But they should be firmly focused on getting back to the playoffs. They have the team that can do that. Defensively, they get after the quarterback. Great pass rush, and now they have a new leader at quarterback, and they expect to put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, what a turnaround last season in year 1 of the Brian Daboll era, Charles. Yes, they finished behind the Eagles and Cowboys, but they did win 9 games and 1 more for good measure at Minnesota in the wild card round.
Talk about establishing a new base, a new culture, and getting into the playoffs while doing it. So tough to beat this Giants team in the fourth quarter. They expect that to continue.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's another typical season for Jimmy G. Last year, when he was out there, he was excellent, leading the 49ers to 7 wins and throwing 4 times as many touchdowns as interceptions. Then the injury bug bit again. But Las Vegas, they're counting on him being able to do the exact same thing they saw in San Francisco, but avoiding injury while doing so.
A first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. Ooh, with a juke. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 66 yards. And the Raiders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be, someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing Jones. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a 2nd and 2. Hodgins in motion. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And this will be a Giants 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Jones to throw on 2nd down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the gun on third down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Isaiah Hodgins
From 4 yards out.
And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is taken at the 18. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7-7, our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, fighting off the defender. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, You've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. This offense so far on third down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
From the 27, Jones.
He'll find Hodgins there complete.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
This 2nd and 4.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
After a couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former #2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants' offense.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, here's Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Garoppolo again. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll set up to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jones throwing on 1st down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
DeAndre Carter back deep. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got room.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 79 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive, and even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Barkley is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
In the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, they'll throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And Davante's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second down, Jacobs once more. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal? goal. Field goal.
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to answer back here in the third quarter with a field goal of their own to move back in front by 3.
It's like watching a tennis match, isn't it? Who's going to be able to break serve? Is it going to be Borg or is it going to be McEnroe and one of their great Grand Slam epics? Go ahead and look it up, folks.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And the Giants ready to come out now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now Jones.
That is caught. There goes Sterling Shepard.
Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 46 yards.
And the Giants have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Now, this has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones now on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, what a move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 105 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch at a 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part. Bounce, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Second down and 6 now. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made here by Campbell. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Barkley, inside handoff. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jones looking around. That is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So Garoppolo and the Raiders now down 17-13, 1:47 on the clock. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play,
That's going to be tough for them to make up.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
He's back to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.